Hey everybody, how's it going? Josh Middleton, MDL Tone, has just released Impulse Response Pack number 1. These are his best cabs used on his albums. Now, these have been released before under a different name, under JTM as far as I know. What I've got loaded up here is the mix EQ part of the pack. And there's a bunch here, and I'm gonna cycle through them. These are all like very different, and it gives you a good idea of what like all his cabs sound like. And the pack is pretty huge. He's got every cab, he's got every speaker mic'd up with two different mics, 57 and a 421. And it's most of Josh's sound. If you know anything about impulse responses or speaker cabinets, it's the final filter that your guitar tone goes through, and it's very important. He just put a video out on this, and he was spot on. So yeah, here we go. This is cab 1, top left, 57 421. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like world-class stuff. So I'm going to cycle through a bunch of the IRs in this pack, and you'll get a good idea of what all this stuff sounds like. That one sounds amazing. Yeah, very nice. Just riffing here, guys, having a good time. Chunky chug chugs. This one's very chunky. So some very different sounding stuff there. That gives you a good idea of what the pack sounds like. Now, if I just go to the file uploader here, we've got the cabs. So if we start here, we've got cab 1, cab 2, cab 3, cab 4, cab 5. Then we go into cab 1. Look, you've got every speaker mic'd up here. So if we go into cab 1, top left, V30, we've got the 57 stuff, and we've got the 421 stuff. Now, the way Josh does it is he captures like bright to dark. So number 3 will be his go-to sound. Let's listen to it. As you can hear, guys, it's a very tight, mid-forward, smooth sound because these are Mesa cabs. So what you're getting is a very, you can EQ, you can definitely go into this and scoop out mids and it'll still work, which is what Josh does. He's big on post EQ. If you've seen any of his mix videos, he really gets in there and carves away to get his tone. And a lot of people say, oh yeah, just get a good impulse response, high pass, low pass, that's kind of all you need to do, maybe a couple of notches here and there. And Josh is pretty much like, well, if it needs EQing, I've got a sound in my head, I'm gonna get it. And yeah, I'm with Josh on that. If you want to EQ the hell out of it, just go for it. So this is number 3, and I'll just cycle through a few of the IRs. Yeah, so number 1 and 0, they're very bright, and 5 is dark. So if you're doing like lead guitar, maybe start on 5. Yeah, it's cool stuff. I'll just go through a couple of other speakers on a different cab and we'll call it a day, guys. So what I've got loaded up here, guys, is cab 3, top right speaker, V30s from the year 2000, and this is the 421, so it's going to sound pretty different. Let's have a listen. Yeah, kind of scoopy. They're slightly bigger sounding than the 57, not as mid-rangey, a lot of top end. Let's keep going. Yeah, number 2 sounding great. By the way, I'm using my Harley Benton Amarok baritone with the EMG retroactive Hot 70s. They're active pickups. Love this guitar. Yeah, these are fantastic IRs, guys. If you want some of the best Mesa V30 stuff I've heard, go for it. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hey, Rez, you've got 3 packs, impulse response packs. Like, how do these compare to those? Like, do you like these more? Well, I prefer my stuff, of course I do. But these are great. These are fantastic. I've used them in a mix and I'd quite happily use them again. So that answers that question. It's not about stuff that's better or worse. It's about, what you're feeling in that moment. And these are great impulse responses. So check out the links below, guys. And while you're down there, I have links to my music as well. Check out the Demo Collection Volume 5. I've just released it. It's of my favorite demo tunes from the channel in 2024. If you enjoy those instrumentals, guys, you will enjoy the Demo Collection. So check that out exclusively on Bandcamp. Right. Check out MDL Tone. Josh is the absolute man. Enjoy. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And subscribe if you want to see more metal related stuff. I'll be back sometime with a video on something else. So until then, ciao.